there, my name is Phillips and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. This is a relatively new segment I'm doing on my channel. Comic books for people who don't know anything about comics, who've never read comic books, kind of interested to know what the fuss is about. So I'm highlighting what I think are just absolute classics that will not steer you wrong. This one is something I've read recently. It's relatively new. It's called Cruel Summer. Freaking awesome. Look how thick that is. It's a real big, thick, meaty tome. It's part of a series called Criminal. I'm going to tell you more about it in a second. But again, if you want to know, well, that's the point of the freaking video. I'm telling you about it. But if you're going to check out a comic, if you're going to buy one comic in your life, the one I really would like you to get, really would like you to check out, is my comic, my Indiegogo. My Indiegogo is going fantastically. Thank you very much. I really am I'm so crazily appreciative to all the backers. I honestly, I can't wait for you guys to read them. Okay, I read digital comics a lot, but there's nothing like the feel of a real comic in your hand, especially when your name's on it. It's just wonderful. So go check the video notes. The link's there. We had a fantastic launch, but we've over the launch now. Now we're in the dead zone. The dead zone where nothing is happening. Right, I got to get myself on other podcasts and streams and start banging the drum. But if you guys can check it out, if you're vaguely interested in it, if you can share it, if you can let people know about it, that'll be great. If you want to buy one, that'll be great, because no one buys at this point. If you can break the we have a sale going on where you save $5 if you're on the next 38 people buying the package of both books get a $5 reduction. And the more people, the way, if you don't know anything about Indiegogo, the way is the more people buy it, the better the better package everybody gets. So right now you get these 2 graphic novels and these 4 art cards. I say art cards, relatively pervy art cards. We got these 2. Actually, you get 5 if you're on the mailing list. Also, before I forget, can you hit the like button? That would be freaking awesome. Like button on this video. Can you hit the share button? Fan-freaking-tastic. And mostly hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button today. Make a rabbi happy. Okay, make a rabbi happy. You can make me more happy by buying my comic, but hit the subscribe button. That'll be fan-dabby, double dozy. What else I got to tell you? Oh yeah, the more people buy, the better the package gets. The better everything gets. So we're very close. We're very close to hitting that first stretch goal. We get another 5 pages put into the Imperium. I reckon, look, the way things are tracking right now is we're probably going to get an extra 20 pages in the Imperium, and those art cards are going to be maybe 10, maybe 15, I don't know. But anyway, if you could go check it out, that'd be great. Share it. That's also freaking fantastic. I mean, you have no idea how fantastic that is. Thank you very much. Listen, the only thing better than that is actually buying it. Thank you very much. So there you go. But if you don't buy it, may I recommend a different comic book to you? I recommend this one. Let me just stop. There you go. Criminal. So, this is called Cruel Summer. The series is called Criminal. This is, I think, 6 or 7, maybe 8 issues from their 3rd volume. This is real pulp noir crime fiction. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and it's very clever as well with wonderful art. So there are all those things going for it. So this is the 3rd volume in the series. So there's a lot more you can look at. You can go back to, which is exactly what I did after reading this. This is a prequel with some of the same characters that have been throughout the series. It's not a linear series, really. What it really more is like is showing you how criminality breeds criminality, and that's really clever. So you have this is set in the early 80s, but it's set in many different times. This volume's all in the 80s, but the series Criminal is set in many different time zones. So there are children in this who get into being criminals, and you see them when they're older in earlier volumes, because this is a prequel, right? And it's a really good prequel. But you don't need to know anything going into it, which is really good. Because I've read all of these criminal books before. I didn't really remember the characters, right? I didn't really remember you've got to make all the links. But after I read this, I really wanted to go back and make links. But here, I just want to show you the cover. Artwork is by Sean Phillips. It's written by Ed Brubaker. Very good team, a very good team. And I believe, here's the incredible thing. When you draw a comic, you draw it in pencil first, and then you put ink it or you paint it. I believe this artist, Sean Phillips, he started in the early 90s in England. He doesn't pencil; he just goes boom straight in, which is the mark of a real talent, like an absolute real talent. So the story starts off, and I'm gonna give you mild spoilers to some bits, but I don't want to spoil the meat of the story because it's so freaking good. I would love you to read it, right? Absolutely love you to read it. Story starts off. We have this kid. Basically doing a grift. Basically, if you see the movie Grifters, kind of got that kind of feel. Very, very pulp noir crime film. So he's doing this grift on this old mafia connected wrestler, where he's going to steal. Where he's trying to convince him that he's his grandson, and he wants to steal this necklace. Right. This puts career criminal, his father, Teague. They're called Lawless, in a pretty bad position when he finds out what's going on, because if you steal from the wrong people, you're gonna have to pay for it, right? Which is, so he makes a deal that he will do something to make it right, putting him in a pretty dire situation. Which I think kind of moves the story along in a very, like, you're in like this criminal's world, which is why calling it criminal is so good. And he gets in over his head, and he's not really happy about it at all. And basically, this is where he ends up at the end of that first issue. I'm going to read you verbatim what it says. Maybe things were finally starting to turn around, he thought, not really believing it. But Teague was right. Things were about to change for him. In a few months, he would fall in love for the first time in his life. And that's really what the bulk of this book is. This violent, lawless criminal with family in love. And what happens. And by next summer, he'll be dead. Like, his brain splattered across a wall. So we're starting out. We know it's a tragic story, but he didn't know any of that right now. No, right now he was just a man with a plan, counting his money in his head. Basically, he's come up with this idea of how to do a job. Well, he's actually inherited the idea of how to do this this perfect crime against other criminals, and he's working out how to do it. And that's what you feel what's going to push forward the story. But there's a lot of other elements of the story. Second element comes in the second part. It's weird. This is issues 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, I believe. Right? Issues 2 and 3 were like these standalone stories, which I really quite enjoyed. But they could have put issue 3 in, which is like it shows one of the younger characters a few years later and where they are. So that's actually the only issue I haven't read yet. I don't think they put it out in a trade paperback form. So second issue, we get introduced to this Gumshoe, this this private detective. Again, we're in super noir-esque territory. Night of the Hunter. So he's been hired to find this woman in the red dress, in the red jacket, to make it easy to see. So we get introduced to this character through the eyes of this Gumshoe trying to find her. There's a forlorn boyfriend who's upset because she's vanished, and because he's a good detective, he's able to find out who this woman is, right? Find out more about her, and he kind of finds himself becoming obsessed with her, like completely obsessed with her, and falling in love with her without really knowing anything about her, without knowing her personally, just knowing about her life, because he's just impressed with her, criminality. Basically. So she deals with him like she deals with most men. Like, she flirts with him, she turns on the charm with him, and then you're not sure how this is connected at all. But they're about to leave with each other. Again, this is a minor spoiler in terms of story. This is gonna, if you want to just go forward a minute or so, this like 30 seconds. So this is spoiling the subtle cliffhanger at the end of part 2. Doesn't really matter. Like she charms him, and then suddenly Teague Lawless comes out of nowhere and smacks him across the head. Right. So now we after that we have to work out how these two characters intersected. Like they set up these two characters, leaving this guy like obsessed and searching for the woman and for Teague because he feels like he's been played. So then we see a little bit of their life together, and you know you can see it's the happiest he's ever been in his life, right? And he has so much love and respect for this criminal con woman, you know, who we see. To him, it is kind of like Arena Adler with Sherlock Holmes because he feels her as a very like kindred spirit and an equal. But look at this a great moment when they meet and they hold they pull guns at each other. Yeah, I'm not up for them making any movies of anything I like in 2021. This looks like it'll be an absolutely fantastic noir movie. But quite frankly, I prefer it as a comic book. I really do prefer it as a comic book. So yeah, so this is a story of their courtship. But the clever thing is, it ends up with at the same point with him clocking the guy over the head, right? So you're like, so now we're all caught up, and then we go back to his family, go back to his son, and we're seeing criminality generate criminality. His son is a low-level criminal because his father is as well. So, but he's very, very distrustful of how happy his father is in this, in this new romantic relationship he's having. So, he's basically with a good bulk of the story is his son's story. And it's a great story. It's an interesting story. It's a kid that's going like off the reins, which his father's trying to keep him reined in because he's got this big job he's planning with his lady love. And again, look at this cover, absolutely perfect cover, perfectly illustrating what this story is, what this noir criminal thriller is, because we're having all these wonderful pieces set up. We have Teague, we Teague Lawless in love, right? We've never seen it before. We got this wonderful con woman character. We have his son. We have the gumshoe looking for him. We have the perfect crime, and it's all going to intersect. But before we do, she intersects with in a very unexpected way with Teague's son, and they actually bond a lot together. We find a lot about her history, a story as the story unfolds. And at the same time, we have her making you see the tiny mistakes that you cannot make in a criminal lifestyle, because you will get found by you will get found by people looking for you. In this case, a gumshoe. At the same time, we got Teague's son going off the rails, right? And Teague, if he gets arrested, that's going to throw this massive crime that he's got planning, that he's got planned. Yeah, I'll take either two completely off the rails, right? And we bring in his extended family, his friends to help build up the story. And the incredible thing is his one of the kids' friends in this ends up being the first. Again, I went back to read it. I was so turned on by this. I went back to read the first issue in Criminal afterwards, and it was the kid's friend from this story as an adult, and it's just fascinating, absolutely fascinating. I don't think I've really spoken about the artwork, which is just absolutely wonderful. But I love the coloring. I love that red panel when trouble's going down. They put that panel red, and eventually it all ends up with a big job. Where all great noir classics end, right? And it's just a great story. It's a great story. I recommend it very highly, especially if you never read comics before, because it's a great intro to good comics. But you know what? Again, as I said, you want to read great comics? Check out my comic right there. Check it out. The link is in the video notes. Also, if you're not interested at all, I do tithe my income. I give 10% of my earnings to charities. There's 2 charities I'm going to be giving my 10% of my earnings. Maybe if I do more, I'll do more. If we do well, I'll give more. First charity is Yad Eliezer, which helps out with poverty in Israel. always start with a local charity, and they do so much more than that. They just help. They help in so many ways. Go check out my other videos. I've gone into it in a lot more detail. And the other charity is Noah's Ark Hospice, which is a hospice for children. Like, really, the most virtuous thing you possibly. And they just make these children's lives and the parents' lives and the family's life, every moment of these short lives that are not going to last long, as wonderful and as special as they can. These people are angels. Absolutely. So listen, if my little comic book doesn't interest you, the links to those charities are also in the videos. Go check them out. Give them 50 cents. Give them $1. Give them 100. Give them anything. Give them anything. It is good for you. You will end up being a better and a happier person for it, right? So that's really my message. But listen, the best way to give to them, the hands down best way to give them, is to break that little slump, that little post opening slump, and go buy my comic. Go buy my comic. My name is Phillips, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring that little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.